I actually heard the third man I put right in the middle of the jungle. I heard him having a conversation. Like he was literally having a conversation. There were giggles. This was in Taiwan, okay, in the mountain. And we are like in the middle of nowhere. The next light I see is like way, way far away. So there's no way nobody's going to come here. And the voices were children. My name is Suresh.
My name is Far.
My name is Wayne.
My name is Kyle.
And this is Tales from Incredible Tales. Inspired by the classic horror series, we explore Southeast Asia's supernatural culture.
Let me introduce our exciting guest for today's episode. Suresh Sandrasagaran is an actor, artist, and stunt director who has appeared in MediaCorp shows like Third Rail and Alienated, and even owns his own modeling agency. Suresh, welcome to the show, my man.
Woo! Nice,
Thank
nice,
you.
nice.
Thank you. It's a privilege.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Fun,
We're
yeah.
happy to have you
Happy
here.
to have you, yeah. So today we'll be hearing about Suresh's time in the military, whether he encountered any supernatural beings and how it brings together all the recruits and what he wishes that was more represented in the army horror media, as well as the importance of horror content in our day and age. This episode was inspired by the classic Incredible Tales episode, Third Door.
The island in Singapore where military training is conducted has a long history of allegedly being haunted. From supernatural sightings at basic military training (BMT) to pre-military tales of restless spirits from the island's colonial past, this island has rich lore full of urban legends. Tell us about your time in army and if you have any supernatural encounters that you face alone.
Yeah. So, okay, the island is just something that people always generally just use the island. But actually, the island that we live in is way bigger and we have much more history. That even includes the other island too, where the beaches are. There's always a history. And there is a particular island that we utilize all the time. It used to be an execution ground during Japanese occupation.
Actually, we have a lot of islands in Singapore that were used and are still in use for military use that you cannot go. I'm not surprised.
I mean, there are some rules to where you can dig, where you cannot dig, what you should do and shouldn't do. I mean, those rules didn't just come up because of... there is always a reason. That's always being passed down. I'm pretty sure at this point of time, they just don't know why.
Yeah.
But it would let's just go with the flow and just listen to what they want.
Don't question, just follow.
Just follow. Just not ask that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to jump right in. I'm sure they want me to ask this question. You were in the military for more than 10 years, right?
Yes.
And what was the scariest story that you have actually personally encountered?
Wow. Okay. This was in Taiwan, actually. So this was the time where I was a platoon sergeant. So obviously, FUP is what you do early in the morning. So I got to bring 3 men with me to the location where we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to deploy them 2 by the road and 1 right in the middle of the jungle where the triangle is supposed to be. So, and there's only 4 of us, and the entire platoon is supposed to be coming in around 2-3 a.m.-ish around there. So we had all the time to be alone there, So like standby and cover and all. And while I was there, I actually heard the third man I put right in the middle of the jungle. I heard him having a conversation. Like he was literally having a conversation. There were giggles. This was in Taiwan, okay, in the mountain.
Oh my God.
And we are like in the middle of nowhere. The next light I see is like way, way far away. So there's no way nobody's going to come here. And the voices were children, not adults. So as I was walking closer to him, I mean, obviously I need to, as much as I don't want to, well, just bite the bullet on this one. So I was walking towards him, and then next thing I heard was like footsteps and the leaves rustling. So I'm assuming they kind of, it's like when children run away, And he was like, Sergeant, what you mean you just scare them away? I was like, I scared them. Do you realize I'm the only guy here, I scared them away. Just like, yeah, they're kids. I was like, again, you're in the middle of the jungle. And combat ration, we had the biscuits, right? So on the floor, there were actually biscuits with a child's bite mark at the edges.
Oh my God.
So we do know there was a child there. So I'm still kind of assuming, I don't know how people in the village, in the mountains, actually, they're nice people, by the way.
Yeah.
So I don't know how flexible are they with the kids running around at 1 a.m. in the middle of the jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how flexible are they with the kids running around at 1 a.m. in the middle of the jungle. Yeah. So I don't know how flexible are they with the kids running around at 1 a.m. in the middle of the jungle. Yeah. So I just let it be. I thought, it's fine. So yeah, after a while, the platoon came, blah, blah, everything was happening. And in the morning, so it's still a little bit, a very mild mountain. So that's where we usually go and do, BP or we brush our teeth or we freshen up. That's usually where we do it.
Yeah.
So my captain and my in-charge, they went up first. And next thing you know, because I'm the platoon sergeant, they turned around and said, Suresh, tell the platoon to not come up.
Oof.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. I mean, ask them to find another place. Don't come up here. It's don't just do that. So of course, after saying that to my platoon, I went up Kepo. Of course, I didn't know what's going on. It was a child cemetery.
Oh my God.
It was like the headstones were there and with the pictures, the names, and there was like actually, I had a theory, so I just wanted to. So I called the guy up. I called my man. I was like, the children up down there, like this is the child cemetery. Then he looked at the headstones. He was like, the pictures there, right? He's like, yeah, this is the.
Oh.
This is the and one particular girl that is very familiar because she had something like very familiar. She's like, this is the girl who was like, she was there yesterday. And I was like, okay. So we had another Taiwanese, our driver, and he was there. And then we were talking about it. So they don't really speak English so much. So my friends was like trying to ask him like, is this like normal? And he said this word, miso.
It's basically the legend of the mountain spirit / demon.
She always comes as a female child.
She's red color. She wears red and she will trick people into following them, and then sometimes they will take them, like literally take them away. Yeah. Then she's like a mountain spirit. She's there, and she actually has been caught on a VHS tape before in the 90s. By a bunch of I think Taiwanese who were like hiking in the mountains, and Taiwan is very mountainous, so she's all around there. And there's been films about her. It's called the Little Red Girl lah, but she's not a girl. She's something evil.
She's a monster. Huh?
Yeah, she's something evil.
I would put them under like jinn.
Yeah.
They don't belong anywhere, but they have the right to decide how they want to run, and they have their own independent way of running this thing. Yeah, something like that. I mean, to be honest, after reading up on this, then that it's like I was like a few seconds away from physically seeing her.
But I think when the higher your rank, the stronger your aura is, because you're in charge of the lives of so many men, right?
Understand.
And then the spirit will get scared. So maybe the spirit ran away. But what is fascinating is that spirit is actually able to manifest in the form of biting into a biscuit.
Biscuit, right? Digestive
That's
biscuit.
a physical form already.
Digestive biscuit.
That's
Okay lah. Not bad.
Not bad lah.
I think they just wanted to try the MRE.
We usually give our rations, the sweet one, the biscuit or the fruit, the snacks to
the
kids
kids,
sometimes, because we go to places where there are children, and, because they are very friendly and they are really nice people, by the way.
Yeah.
That soldier, he was, I presume he was conversing to the thing in Mandarin.
I think he became very religious after that.
But Mandarin, right? You heard them speaking in Mandarin when you were
I had
approaching?
voices.
Oh, but you couldn't tell.
It was 2 a.m. I'm lucky I'm hearing things at the moment. I was
Fair.
I was on autopilot, to be honest. But that talking is a little bit off the thing. Because I was concerned of his mental health. I was like, is he...
Yeah.
So was that one of the scariest moments?
Oh, no. That is the... I would say that's C grade, actually.
C grade?
Yeah.
Got B grade and A grade lah.
Yes. That one is, wow, that's next level of stuff. B grade one was like the guy. So what happened was we were training and my sergeant wasn't feeling well. And he still followed us. I mean, of course, So of course, you're not training, and then, when you want to pee, you just, by Singapore, my home, you just find a bush. And it was in the jungle, okay, not like in the street. So he peed in a tree, and when he came back, right, there was a shift in his behavior. He wasn't as normal. I know he was sick. So that was excuse we were going by, so I was not feeling well. So everything was done. And in the vehicle, when you're going back, see, this is where things got a little bit more intense. So beside him, there was another sergeant, and he's a Buddhist.
Right.
They have the amulets?
Yes.
And he was like, we all were sitting down, and when we're going back to camp, we tend to sleep.
Yeah.
And you can hear him like, ow, ow. Ow, the other sergeant, the Buddhist sergeant, he was like, ow, ow, and he's holding on to his chest, and I'm like, dude, are you okay? Like, what's going on? And then he was like trying to take out his amulet, and all 3 cracked. all 3 amulet cracked. So to us, that's not really a good sign.
Yeah.
He was sitting beside this sergeant who actually went to pee, and he was like,
Yeah.
and all 3 cracked. And he got a little bit worried and paranoid. So he was like standing up and looking everywhere except beside him.
Oh no.
And this guy was like, the last end of the bus where you sit.
Yeah.
He was like dead staring right up to nowhere, not even a person. So we came back to camp and we were cleaning our weapons as per normal. And he wasn't there. So obviously I went to the commander's bunk and he was sitting in front of an open cupboard and looking at the window. And of course I scolded him now, like, everybody's cleaning the weapon. You got to check your men. You can't just do this kind of thing. He didn't even move anything. He just stood up. He walked to the bed. He just lied down and he just looked out the ceiling. Nothing. And so I was like, you know what? That's tomorrow's problem. Let's go and do the job. And then my CSM went to the commander's bunk at the door. And of course, if your in-charge goes to the door and one of your commander is sleeping, next thing is Merry Christmas. So
Love all the euphemisms.
yeah, he looked at me. So I'm the one sitting close to the door. He just looked at me like, gather all the commanders inside the bunk. And I'm like, yeah, this is definitely Christmas. So I called my commanders and I went in first so I can go to the last cupboard and hide behind because it's going to be a long conversation. But when I went in, he was like, carry him, because he was on the floor. It's like, carry him. I think he's not feeling well.
Okay.
So I was the first guy in the bunk as my commanders were coming in. So I decided to lift him up from under his arm from the back. I couldn't. He was so heavy. Like so heavy. I was literally like using every force. And then my 4 commanders lifting him up. Even at this point, we're still looking at it medically. We thought like muscle cramp or something.
Right.
So we put him on the chair. We started removing his boots. Stretcher came in. We made him lie down to rush him to the medical center. So he was lying down. We were like strapping him up.
Yeah.
Took out his boots. Now this is where things took a turn. Because as I grabbed the handle of the head, his head went all the way back. This part of his head was touching the back of his. And he was looking straight at me. And it was white. And that's when I dropped it. I'm like, yeah, okay, you know what? This is not in the contract. Okay, I've done many, but this is not what. And of course, my in-charge, the reassure, like, no, I think this is normal. This is like, he's not feeling well. I was like, yeah, I think so too. You better be not feeling well. Because I don't know what is going on. So we rushed him to the medical center, and this is where, and we all were there. And then it took 7 of us to lie on the bed to pin him down because you're trying to IV him, like muscle relaxing him.
Yeah.
We couldn't. We just couldn't. We just really couldn't. And he was like all over the place. He started puking. And I was lying on his chest, by the way. And now this is where things really took a turn. Because in Malay, he asked she, in a female voice, this is what she said, "Where is my son?"
Ooh.
And in a female voice, in a most highest screeching pitch voice, and all 7 of us, and she just like shouted like, "Where is my son?" And it's like, that's it. Then I was like, then we just started to let go. And this is the best part. We actually have a BOMO on standby.
Nice.
Really?
Camps do have a BOMO on standby. Most of the
Oh.
camps.
As in like speed down lah. Speed down.
Speed
Yeah.
dive. Oh, okay.
They just came, and the guy was like fully dressed with the crates. The guy was serious. Like, he has done this like many times.
All right.
Again, not in the contract. I would like this kind of things to be known, He just came in and he was like, get out, go out. I'm like, better be some inche from some other camp, just from a party or something, just walked in. And he came in, and then there was 2 commanders inside, and he was like full on. And he came out, he said that when he peed, apparently female entity was sitting on the tree and the son was below. So when he peed, the child got scared and ran away. So she couldn't find him and was angry with him.
Right.
Which is why she went straight to him
Right.
and came. And I was like, so this was just a miscomm, right?
That's one way to put it. Yeah.
And he's like, no, you don't think. They just need an excuse sometimes. Just an excuse.
To disturb you lah.
Because they will come back. I mean, no matter where, whatever, but they'll come back. And he took over him. And I could see him literally being like on a whole. Like, as much as the Bomo was doing his thing, I could see that he visually, right, I couldn't see what the entity and the spirit, but I can see how his body is moving. Like, something is like coming out, but it's grabbing onto him for dear life and refused to go.
Right.
And his whole attitude and his behavior started to change.
Right.
You can hear certain part of his and his hands all like cramping up, and it was just really strange. And After he got everything sorted out, they told like one of the commanders had to stay back with him in the bunk. One.
Nice.
One.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether the most garang soldiers get very comical when they are scared to death. My Inche had to just add on, like, guys, just bring your Bible along. Very casual.
Oh, of course.
Just bring your Bible along. And this is what my commander's reply was. I think it's a Malay goes, should we get Quran from somewhere? Like, how does this work? Like, I don't know. It's not like we do this for a living, you know. And my Inche was like very casual, like it's common. It's common. Apparently in Brunei, every time we go to Brunei, one guy gets it all the time. All the time, to a level where when a men come and say, oh, I think somebody's supposed to, like, yeah, tomorrow. Same thing every time. It's a very casual thing nowadays.
When you say that they had a Bomo on standby, what does that mean? That Bomo was in the camp? Or
No,
he's
he
just
was-
waiting for them to give a call, kind of thing.
Not say waiting. I mean,
I mean,
that's
yeah lah,
quite
but-
scary. It's then they gave me a pager at 2 a.m.
So he it's the number that they'll call specifically.
I think he's a civilian spiritualist who does this kind of things.
Okay,
But I mean, even our berries are all baptized by all the religion.
right. Yeah, because I keep hearing like there's that. Weirdly enough, for some reason, we've been having this back and forth debate amongst a lot of people that we've seen where they're not sure whether it's the berets are actually blessed or
It is.
It is okay.
All of them are actually blessed. But how effective it is,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm kind of going with a battery kind of thing. They just charge it up and never recharge it. So at one point of time, the thing doesn't work.
Yeah, the blessing, for what I understand, is that the blessings last mostly like a year. At least for the Chinese side of things, are like talismans, a year.
Yeah.
The power will not be gone 100%, but it's like maybe like 10%.
So when do they bless the thing?
Like 1 year, once a year.
What are you talking about? The berets?
You're talking about beret?
Yeah, when we receive it, means it's blessed already.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly is blessed. Honestly, I don't think it is.
Right.
Because there has been
I think so.
there's been an official statement that they said that it's not.
Oh.
It's,
Yeah.
I don't know. You
After I left, maybe. Thanks. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I'm walking around with a handphone with no battery. I thought I can make emergency calls.
But is it like because logistically speaking, right? There's so many soldiers. How can you bless every single one?
Right.
I think it's a badge. I think, I don't know how true that is, but I actually have seen. I think you can still see it online when the priest actually goes and bless the building.
Yeah,
When they're
yeah.
building it.
Right.
Because even in my camp, like for my unit, so every time before last like 7, we have to go and put joysticks and everything. We know. We know at this point of time, we just accepted it to a level where it's very casual. We have seen the one without the head before in Torso, in one of the abandoned buildings in the middle of the jungle in Taiwan. Taiwan is some serious problem. They really
What do you see?
Yeah, don't casually brush over the I saw a headless ghost.
Yeah, it's well, we were walking in the jungle, and then before we saw an abandoned building. Those are like God sent for us. Like, you find a flat ground of not somewhere. So we were there. The whole building was like demolished, like halfway through demolished. My entire platoon was there, and then we were all there. We were gonna be staying there overnight. That was the deal. And then I don't know why my Inche had to just say it. He was like, "Okay, guys, just don't look up. Everybody's being casual." We were fine until he said that.
Please don't look up.
Everybody just look up. Like, that was the instant thing. We actually saw a torso, and we didn't know what it was. And then when he turned, it was actually a full torso, but there was no head. Then we were still trying to figure it out. And then I don't know why we were still trying to do this when we know that we shouldn't.
I mean, yeah.
And then at one point of time, we just like, you know what, just forget it. That night, my medic got possessed. He just stood up and he started running into the jungle. We saw him running from bushes to bushes. Then he came back, he puked. Then he went bushes to bushes. Then he came back, he slept. Next morning, I asked him what happened. He said, my entire body is so painful. It's like so heavy. I don't know. It's like, then he's like bruises and wounds, like, yeah, this is not that bad.
Did anybody try to, like, when he started, I'm sure y'all did, but did anybody try to stop him when he started running out?
It was 2 a.m. Everybody was out.
Then who knew that he was running around?
I was sleeping beside him.
Oh, so you saw.
Yeah.
But you never go after him.
No.
Smart choice.
Like, what can you do also?
I mean, tell the whole platoon lah, and like try to.
No, what? Why? I'd rather fight with one than all of them.
Fair.
What if there's like a few more waiting for somebody to wake up and then suddenly 10 people wake up, all 10, and I'm the one running around?
That's true. Yeah. But like, wow, that's quite garang. Cause
And I'm platoon sergeant, so obviously I won't get possessed a higher rank. You say, aura. Yeah, the aura.
Now you just got a gara.
I just wake up at itchy, then I go back to sleep. Like,
the funny thing is that they saw a abandoned building. Okay, we're gonna sleep here.
yeah.
No, I mean like
And then they saw a torso and they're like, we're still gonna sleep here. Wait, when you approached the abandoned building, was it at night or in the day?
Oh, night.
Oh, so that, okay.
Yeah, it's a night. At least Taiwan, there's light.
Yeah.
Brunei, zero.
Yeah.
You should know this. Like, before the last light, you can't even see your hand.
right,
And to pee and all is very risky.
right.
That was actually where we actually got helped by an entity before, which was actually interesting because we were too tired to realize the details. He actually helped us come out of the lost thing. We were like in a loop. We just couldn't find ourselves.
Wait, okay.
Is this
elaborate a little bit
number
more.
the A scenario, the scariest one? You say you got
I don't know. Scariest.
C, B, and A.
No, that one is haven't go to A yet. This is C.
Ah,
I'm still in B and C.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
B and C like this already.
Yeah, B and C. Ayo, this guy is next level.
Could you tell us a little bit more about that? You said you were lost and an entity helped you find your way out.
We did everything right.
Right.
We had trackers. So I got rangers in my team. I got pathfinders. These guys are like, this is what they do for a living. They're trained. And
This
yet,
is Brunei, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
And
okay.
yet, we were following everything. Everything was right.
Right.
And we couldn't find the way out back.
Okay.
We couldn't hear the horn. Like on the comms, they were saying that they were horning the vehicle. They were finding for us. Flashes were on, headlight on, but we cannot find anything. We were walking. We're like, we are professionals in the field, so we
Right.
knew how to handle this situation.
Yeah.
But no matter how we did it, we just couldn't find the way back. So we were a little bit like, okay, this is not weird. And this is the funny part. We actually saw this old uncle who came with a sarong, and he was carrying this lantern. We were too tired and too focused on what we wanted to do. We didn't
Right.
realize the details on, this uncle, whether, this thing. He was carrying this old school lantern. He didn't say a word. He just looked at us. Then he just like, come. Then he did this. So we didn't have, we'd be like, okay. I mean, what else could go wrong?
Yeah.
At least somebody is willing to like show. He just called us, come like, and we were too overconfident on our combat skills. Not we didn't think that level yet. So
It's not
we
gonna
followed
harm
him, and he walked out straight to the road,
Oh wow.
and he was less than 20 meters away, which means I could be able to see the road, but I couldn't.
Right.
There are rules. You do not sleep in the path. In the jungle, there's always a lot of paths where people walk. They would tend to have a trail.
Yeah.
Never tie your hammock across. Because you like it or not, things will actually walk across.
Right.
And if you're blocking it, they are not going to stop.
Right.
So if you happen to be on the wrong time, you're weak or physically, when you walk past, it just feels comfortable, then you are it.
But like for anybody who's not gone through national service, what are some of the more common things that you need to do?
First thing is always be respectful.
Right.
Despite of where, who, what, which kind of goes, what kind of religion, doesn't matter. Be the due respect and don't offend it. Don't do stupid things, spit around, and then just go and do. Just go there with open mind and take everything with a pinch of salt.
Right.
When things happen, make sure you are able to be in a clear head to make a decision. Because sometimes when they lose control of the thought patterns, you tend to dig your grave even deeper.
Yeah.
I actually had a recruit who was scared of ghosts. But he was like first day of his enlistment, and he refused to go up to his bunk. He was in the office, and I was a CSM then. And then he was like, why is this guy here? I said, I'm scared of ghosts. But I don't know what to do with the information.
I don't know what pest status you are if you excuse ghosts.
I don't think that's a thing. Excuse G? What is that? I'm excuse go like
Allergy to ghosts.
Allergic to ghosts.
Allergy to spirits.
I would be surprised.
Excuse ghosts.
I would be surprised.
Maybe 5 years down the road, you should have.
They come out with a lot of things.
I think that's a bad thing. That means the ghost more strong already.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like in the military, there's a fine balance. Right? They balance. Like it's a very casual, right?
Yeah.
Even the engine is like, I have normal. This is normal.
You know, if we look beyond the hardships, the grueling training, and the milestones of military service, do you think having these shared supernatural experiences kind of bonds you with like your platoon mates or group mates? Yeah. Why do you think such stories are so effective? And would you encourage future soldiers to continue the tradition of spreading horror tales?
I think it's a rite of passage.
Yeah.
It is definitely a rite of passage.
Yeah.
And it's not that they don't know. And you are not going to like a place where it's like very family oriented. No, you're a soldier.
Yeah.
And from where I come from, we are doing deployments. We are in places where things, I could be sleeping in an exact place right now or standing in the right place right now. Things may have happened. This is the thing. It's acceptance. It's like, I rather you know about it,
Right.
and you figure out how you want to handle this.
Yeah.
Because end of the day, when you actually do not have the right thought patterns, you will become a liability to the people who are actually doing the right job.
Right.
So the best is, this is not even a priority problem, but if this is a priority problem for you, then I might consider where I want to put you or how I want to work with you. So sometimes this is like things on a military point of view. It should happen. It's a must. I think it's a must.
Do you think using the horror genre to depict military service will actually allow people to understand more about the experience?
I think that is the best way to do it, because the job being a soldier comes. This is a package. You can't deny that.
Correct.
Like, it's like sometimes you're not only fighting with things that are physical. Sometimes you're fighting with a lot of things which are not. And we also have soldiers who are fighting with their own mind on mental health. With So this thing actually helps us identify it. To be honest, you know whether is this guy hallucinating because of PTSD, or is he really talking about something? Is it like a collective statement that is like or is he? So this helps us identify. This is basically. It's a package. You cannot run away from it. It's part of the deal.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I never thought of it that way, where because a lot of times when somebody has a supernatural experience, your first thought is, okay, is this a mental health thing, or is he actually getting possessed? What's going on?
Like
Sounds
a
interesting.
spiritual kind of diagnosis.
Yeah.
You
literally-
diagnose them spiritually first, then after
Yeah.
that, no, they sent to the hospital or something.
Yeah.
Because
that makes
first of
sense,
all, we have to look at it medically first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, because you cannot be, if the guy is really possessed, and then, if he's really not feeling well, and then if you're going to be like, old aunties, oh no, this one is Pontiana. And then the guy is he's foaming in his mouth, we're like, no, still it's Pontiana. You know what I'm saying?
Everything blame her.
And then next thing he does, and then he'll, no, I was wrong. Sorry. See, it's too late. So you need to identify if this is actually medical or if it is not.
So you told us about the C grade, the B grade probably. How about the A grade? A grade stories.
Okay, the A grade one is that one really, really got us shaken. We really couldn't sleep. We were so paranoid. It kind of got us into a different toll. We were exhausted. It's not exhaustion anymore. It's more like, were we the reason? Did we cause it? Like, to a point where, if you think ghosts are around, if they actually stopping us to go forward,
Right.
that is the level of intensity of that particular situation.
Right.
This was actually in overseas, one of the Middle Eastern countries actually, and we still trying to wrap around our head on what exactly went down that night. We were all together, and then there was I think it was about 12 of us. We were actually going towards a certain direction. There's actually a building. It's just like about 2-3 stories, that kind of house, and it's abandoned. It's like roots and everything. We shelter.
Yeah.
So as we went in, and the thing was like 3 of the people's shifted, as in the character.
Oh.
Like, I don't know what was it, but particularly the 3 of them. And there was a lot of things were not working properly. We couldn't. Our thought patterns were all like scrambled.
Right.
Like suddenly we just cannot make decisions. Like we're like in a loop, just lost. And then obviously we just sat down. We were like, what, just sleep it off. We were too tired and blah blah. And next thing you know, my friend, one of the guys that stood up was like, just leave. He didn't say anything at all. He just kept saying, just leave. Just leave.
Right.
And he wasn't speaking English or anything, because we had a translator also.
Right.
And this guy was translating, because he stood up, and then when the guy keeps saying, just leave, he got scared. He was like, okay, we have to go now. And I'm like, do you understand? It's like really like the middle of the night, like where you want us to go. Like this is much more safer than going out, because we don't know what's going to be happening outside. And then another guy stood up, and he was more like stood up, and he was like started to cry. He's a grown-ass man. And he started to cry, and then he started to like get hiccups, and he was like, leave. He just keep saying this repeatedly. So we thought maybe, okay, this is not right. Maybe, so we all went out, leaving our stuff inside, and we went out. Now, this is where things got a little bit weird because the third guy, he just ran towards the staircase.
Right.
He just started running towards the staircase and then he just sat there and then he was like, you got to cross me before you go up here. We were like, first of all, we didn't want to go up there and cross you. And I'm like, we don't get it. So obviously we were still don't know what's going on. And now you just got us more excited. I mean, more interested now. You wonder like, what is upstairs? And then my friend was like, maybe they have like some bed or something more comfortable. We should just go up there and try.
Priorities,
Nice.
And all our brain was like, actually, you know what? It makes sense. Maybe this, for me, in my mind, it's like, maybe this guy must have gone up just now, but seen something comfortable and he wants it for himself, that kind of thing. But the way they were behaving is like very abnormal because he was walking sideways. Like his torso was facing us,
but
his legs was moving like crossing over and walking sideways.
Like crab.
Yeah, and he was very abnormal. And then he talk when he turns around, he's like turns the other way, he talks, turns the other way, he talks, and then he just go into like a seizure kind of thing. Like every time he says a word, then he like, and the other guy was doing the same thing. So these three people don't have this kind of habit before, and all of them are doing these kind of weird things which we never got, and we did grab one of them, very very cold. Like cold, like I don't think there was like in a cold weather when there's no blood vessels or heat, that kind of cold.
Yeah.
And all three of them just decided to just consolidate at a staircase and just sit down there. Like out one after another. Then they all were like, no, leave. So we obviously did try to go up there, and then one of them got aggressive. He literally pounced on one of my guys. We still don't get it. The translator was hysterical. He was like totally crazy. He just was out. He refused to come in. He was like, come out. That is not what you think it is. These are helping you. Leave now. And he said, no, you got to move out from the radius because the whole thing has been taken over by one thing. And I was like, what do you mean one thing? He said, I cannot say, I cannot talk, I cannot explain, just move away. And one of the guy, like you can see him, like he was like, they stood up, but the upper body was leaning forward and the lower body wasn't moving. It's like the feet were stuck to the ground.
Right.
And they were like, you'll keep doing this. And then they were like, help. So we just went there, we were trying to help. 10 of us, we can't move them at all. We don't know what to do. We cannot leave the three of them in there. We cannot stay in this place. We cannot leave. We just went up the staircase, and now this is where the whole problem starts to think. One of my friends just collapsed. Like he just collapsed. And then we tried to, obviously now medical already.
Yeah.
So we got to carry him out. So we're carrying him out. Among the three, one of them helped us, but he wasn't my guy. It wasn't the guy that we know. It was someone else. And he was giving us specific instructions. Go straight. Don't go out from the jungle. Go straight from here. You have to at least walk about 70 meters out of the radius.
Right.
Do not stay in here because not everybody is healthy. And we never got that. He said not everybody is healthy. We never got that. And it was already about 3 o'clock-ish around there. So finally, the two of them were released. So we got out and then we came out. When we came out of the building, right? So the third floor, there was 3 windows actually. The thing, and in the center, the window, you can see an entity. But the thing was, the head was like if an ant's head is, but it's magnified. Right. You can see the silhouette of it, and it was just looking from there, like there was no glowing, there was no nothing. Right. It was just like a magnified head of an ant.
Oval kind of shape.
Yeah, it just looked like this. Like like Superman logo, that kind of a shape. You just keep looking at us, and he was also doing this. You can see him doing the same thing these three of them are doing. And then we went out. And remember the guy said that not everybody is healthy. And then when we came out, after about 3 days after, the guy who fainted, he was diagnosed with lung cancer. Oh, and the guy who brought us, he was like this guy, he was already the target. He was the easiest target. And he didn't care about any one of you. He only wanted him to come up. But then again, that's why when he came up with us, he was the only one who dropped. Because his body wasn't able to take whatever was coming towards him. So we took out, and then we tried to figure out what it was. And then some people spoke to us. Then we had in-house people as well. So they all were saying that, okay, you went to this area. Why do you go to this area? And the funny thing was, the whole entire thing, our map, our GPS, our thing, we were not supposed to go the direction.
Right.
We were not supposed to even go anywhere near there. Our trail was like 2-3 kilometers away north. Like so far, like just no way. But somehow, our map and everything just brought us there. And the first instinct took us to go to the house and take over the house. And the normal human instinct. Basically, our vulnerability was used exactly against us. And then when they were telling us like, these people who are there used to be the people who didn't follow instructions.
Oh.
Also, the 3 guys who were...
The spirits.
Right.
Yeah.
Possess the 3 guys.
There was more than them actually. There was more spirits there, but only the 3 of them were able to sync. Apparently, there's some sync. Like comfortably, they can sit in the body. Not everybody can just take over your body.
Yep.
Right.
Like somehow this person matched, then he just took over. So these 3 of them are the only ones, and there was actually more. And the others were all trying to stop us, and only these 3 were trying to stop us because they couldn't. They are like stuck there in that void. That was, and then the guys who took us there, they were saying that the one upstairs, that is not even human, is actually more like a demon kind of thing. And these people, the demons don't care about who. He needs you. He needs what you have.
Right.
And all of y'all is basically, and that guy who was not well is what he wanted, which is kind of got us thinking like we were actually there. Like so many emotions were going on there. Like what happens if we actually did what we were supposed to do? Like what if we just got angry and just pissed off at the moment we just reacted? Like this is not something you want to, or you even know what to do. I think without a translator, we would have even known what the guys were saying in the first place.
Right.
It was insane.
This is this happened at one of the Middle Eastern countries, right?
Yeah.
Like, so they were speaking in a different language when they were
Arabic,
possessed.
actually.
So they were conversing with the translator.
No, they were telling us.
They're telling
They were
you,
talking to us straight.
but the translator could translate for you because you obviously couldn't understand.
We didn't.
Yeah.
We thought it was just sounds and normal things. But
But they were, he understood the translator.
when the body, the translator his job is to translate for us.
Ah, okay.
So when he started to twitch and stuff, that's when we got a little bit paranoid. We thought it was like medical, having fits or seizure or something like that. But he was keep saying something, and then he was like keep showing, like his hands wasn't his pointing is all like in the face. They were telling us where to go, like what to do. I mean, without
That is
translator.
so weird, bro.
So
but I heard Middle Eastern country, the genes there is quite strong actually.
Oh.
It's quite scary actually. I don't know how true it is.
So did you guys, you all managed to get out of there safely after that Everyone was safe.
We, to be honest, this group of us, we were actually having a bad few weeks. Luck was down, falling sick. The mind wasn't thinking straight. We were just like very disturbed. Like it kind of felt like you kind of like in a hole for some weird reason. And we were like no more there anymore. Not even anywhere near. Even when we came back to Singapore, we just like felt like not 100%. Like 20% is like just
there.
Still like waiting, like just thinking whether to, like it just took us very, very long time. And we don't know how to think about this.
Right.
Then we had to go for psychology. It's a normal thing before you go and after you go. And this is what the psychologist said. Oh yeah, you're not the first.
What was the psychologist's rationale for what you experienced? What was his take?
They always try to put it on medical terms. They said the thing is when they say it, you see their face, the way they say it, you know what they're trying to say, but they can't say it.
Right.
They're like, oh, it's because you're tired. Sometimes you hallucinate. Sometimes
Fatigue, but cannot be the 12 of you experience the same thing. You get what I mean?
Yeah, but
Can
There's
mass
mass
hysteria.
hysteria,
Yeah.
Or mass hysteria.
Possible, especially when you're in the service because it's high stress, It's very high stress environment. Yeah, I think it's possible, but the speaking in tongues that one is, I think it's very hard to explain.
Right. Like imagine you don't know Arabic, then you speak Arabic.
Yeah,
Oh, weird, right?
yeah.
Cannot be what?
I mean,
This-
one or two phrases is okay, but I'm pretty sure they spoke more than that.
it's not like it's a brand new like just learn thing. It's very like old school. It's a very old dialect. Because even the Arabic guy doesn't speak like this.
Right.
It's even older than that. That kind of very deep and very straight to the point and trying to tell you what you're trying to. Like if you felt the word hit you in the face, that kind of.
Like Egyptian type beat,
Egypt. Yeah, interesting.
That's crazy.
Cool.
This question is for everyone here and those watching at home. If any entity were to represent your sergeant, what would it be?
I think my sergeant maybe Pochong.
Why?
Cause he always come out of nowhere. You know, like boom, jump scare. Like you're doing something you're not supposed to. Boom, what are you doing, recruit? Then like, why you haven't going to do this? Why you haven't going to do that? Yeah, ninja, the guy. I would say he ninja.
Is there any entity that's known for making loud noises?
This lady here lah.
Yeah, laugh,
Always
laughing.
Okay lah. If that's the closest we have, right? Because that does remind me of.
Wasn't there like a Malay entity that got the sound one? The name is named after the sound that it makes.
Chicha? No, that's
Chicha is lizard.
That one different kind of scary
What's
creature.
the sound that it makes?
Yeah.
What, kum-kum?
Yeah, is it kum kum?
But that
Oh,
one
that's
not,
the kum-kum
that one not
one.
noisy, but that one like kum-kum.
Yeah, that's the,
Okay lah, but Nagi
yeah.
Nagi.
That one like
No,
makcik-makcik like that.
Makcik.
It has to be the volume. So I guess Kat will be the closest
So
one.
your sergeant very noisy.
My sergeant very loud.
Oh, okay. Fair.
After I POP, I'm talking about my sergeant after I POP. I would say like Toyo lah.
Right.
Why?
That's the nicest entity I can think of. Because he's the nicest sergeant ever. Serious. But during my enlistment, no, I think that one. No, but he's still quite nice also. Very understandable also. Actually, I got lucky maybe.
You lucky, lucky.
Maybe. Toyo for me.
Toyo.
Oh, mine is a jinn.
So good and bad lah.
Oh no, it's
No,
bad.
bad.
But I thought Jin can be good also.
Can be.
Jinn can,
He had an
But
option, but he chose not to.
yours is bad one lah. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
he's- wow.
Wow, that's harsh.
Straight away, he'll give you the handshake. Once you enter the hand you shake, you know a curse for the rest of your life.
He really hate his sergeant, you know.
Yeah, I mean, wow. Actually, they became quite good friends after, but he's still a jinn. Now we are jinns together. You know what I'm saying?
All right. To start wrapping things up, let's have our morbid fact of the day. It says down here recruit Carla, but I feel like your rank should up a bit lah.
Private.
Private Carla.
Yes, sir.
my rank probably lower.
Yeah, I think you're rank higher.
Okay.
So those of you who were in the military service, have you ever heard of this story about a basketball bouncing in the middle of the night into your bunk? So a well-known ghost story is about a grandma and a grandson who is playing basketball in your bunk, and if you're the lucky one to be awake, they will actually come to you and then talk to you, and they say, "Ama,
This one
there's
haven't
this
sleep."
guy that is still awake," and then these legends is actually existing within that military island where we go there to train lah. Yeah,
I've heard that before.
right.
I've never heard this one.
I've heard that before.
I think it got depicted in 2359.
Did it? Oh, I
It did,
can't
it
remember
did.
the difference.
Yeah.
You never heard of it before?
You heard of it, right?
Bro, I'm not from the island, but still I heard of this story, bro.
Yeah.
I definitely don't remember basketball. Grandmother, okay lah. That one could have been any.
I mean,
number of
I think there's different version of it lah. Some maybe not basketball. Some like Dini belum tidur.
Yeah. This one haven't
Okay lah,
sleep.
maybe.
This one haven't sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, outside the bunk, the kid will point like, "Oh, this one haven't sleep."
And the next thing you
The
know,
scary part
they
is
in
like
front
you
of
can
you
hear the footstep and then slowly
In front of you
this
already,
one
ah?
sleep already. Yeah.
I gotta say, now I got a mental.
Never heard of that before.
No, but now I got a mental image of some grandma playing basketball. I was like, not bad. Not bad.
No, but the basketball in some of the stories is that it's actually a head. It's not a basketball. They're playing a head.
Okay, that sounds a little bit more familiar.
Yeah. They're playing a
I
head.
think I got thrown by the basketball thing.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you again, Suresh, for joining us. Thank you so much. And thank you to all of you for tuning into Tales from Incredible Tales. New episodes go online every week on MeWatch, meLISTEN, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
My name is Suresh.
My name is Wayne.
My name is Kyle.
My name is Far, and we'll see you next time.